we're taking a look at week 4 of my custom UCS Venator series. This thing's 7 feet long for those of you who don't know, and I'm very excited to get into this week's update. So, this week we have quite a few things to get done with it, such as the side railings of it. That's something that's very important that I really just want to get done so I can move on with the actual base frame and tons of things. I have a few techniques and I want to go through them with you in this update today. So without further ado, let's get into this update starting now. But first, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button so we can help fund this massive thing, because it's huge and it's not cheap. My goodness guys, we did it. After such a long time of working on this angle curve to make sure I got the exact angle right, lining up with the Venator, I have finally found a solution. And no, it is not this, because this is apparently garbage and very hard to line up with this. It's just so hard to do and drove me nuts. But what I found out was this new strategy over here. It is basically consisting of 2 Technic axles pieces, which are these things right here, and then it connects this again over here, so there's like a midsection. It's kind of a cool design. Here, I'll show you guys one. Here's what the design looks like. You can basically angle it in any kind of direction you want, so that it can be like the perfect angle for the right slope and the right slope of this, because that is so hard to figure out without this technique. I remember this technique from the Friends Diner set from 2019, I want to say 2018, but that is where I learned this technique, and I'm so glad that I remember that, because I would have been here for hours measuring up to see which spot lined up perfectly with each stud, and it would drive me nuts. The problem is, we only ordered enough to cover it like this, with one of these hinge pieces per rail. The problem is though, I used like 2 or 3 or 4 per attachment. So that is a problem. We're probably going to have to order some more of those. Something some of you guys may be concerned about is, Bill, this seems a little bit small considering how big the Venator is. Well, it is small for now, because I do plan on making this side thing 4 studs wide. Now I do have these blue Technic pins inside there, which I can actually put plates on in the future. I don't know when we do that. And that way I can do tons of reblowing. Also, it's a great way to hook up lights for LEDs, because there's so many holes in here. It's so easy to put lights in there. I have not bought a light kit before, but I think it's going to be way easier with this thing that I'm doing currently, where you can run wires through these Technic pieces. Now the last and final thing you may be asking about that I did not show last week is this thing. And to be quite frank, this thing is going to support the whole side. It's going to support the mill. It's going to support a lot of stuff. There's going to be 2 of them eventually. I've only built 1. But this is going to be basically holding on to all the weight of the Venator, because I really don't want to have these on there. I might have to have it because there's just so much weight on it. But if there's a way I don't have to have these on there, and this support beam right here coming from all the way down there can hold this up, that'd be so cool. So I'm going to try that out. If it doesn't work, I'll still leave it here, because I'll probably need it for support for the sides, but I will try that out eventually and see if it actually can support the weight. It would be amazing. Now, how it's connected is like this. Over here we have this big Technic beam that's connected to another Technic T-square that is connected to the main pillar going along this whole thing, because if you guys didn't know, in the design there's a big, massive, strong support beam coming from that end all the way down to that end, and it's super strong. So anything that is really important that I thought would be important has something connecting to that main line. So that is why I have this Technic square right here going across these 2 plates. It now supports one of these, a really strong support beam. And if I do this right, it'll look really good covered up, because I don't want all the Technic parts to be visible, but if I cover it up really good, it'll look amazing. So down here, I do plan on making an elevator. It does stick out a bit from the main base, but this elevator right here will look super cool once it is done, and it'll be a way for troopers to get from the top hair deck to the lower hair deck, because the only way they can currently do it is by going into the Season 7 or is going into these pits and basically dying. So this is something I do want to work on eventually. I have not ordered parts because it's a new idea. I just came up with it, so all in good time, it will happen. So this week, let's actually work on what we got done on this side happened to the other side right here. Let's get into it, guys. The very sad and depressing truth about this is I only was able to get this side up to there, right there. You guys see it done, because we ran out of the needed piece known as the Technic hinge, or I don't even know. I don't think it's called a Technic hinge. It's just called like a hinge or something. But we sadly are out of that piece, so now I cannot finish this side. So I'll have to order that eventually. But something I did do in this week instead of that was get ready for this laser cannon, because I'm going to need to put a laser cannon right here on both sides, and I still have to figure out how to design that. So I spent a lot of time taking apart plates from this side right here and everything, just so that this thing right here would fit perfectly. So if this will hold a turbolator, it'll be super detailed. Forget about this brick, it's just a placeholder, and I'm not even sure I'm gonna use this like main drawer piece. I don't know what it's called exactly, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna use that yet or not. But this is the Venator so far. It's looking pretty good, and I also got the Bad Batch show on there now. It's not even close to being done, but still, very nice, very nice. I'm very excited for this, so let's head into the outro. So that is all for this week's Venator series. I hope all you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.